All right, check it out. There's a new off-Broadway musical beginning today. It's called Harmony. It's by Barry Manilow and Bruce Sussman. It tells the story of a group of 6 men who sang their way through Germany. I asked Barry about what inspired him to do this musical.
Well, when I heard it in his voice, I didn't know he was going to see a documentary on the comedian harmonists. I didn't know who they were. It's just we had been tossing around ideas on writing a Broadway-style musical, and we had a million different ideas. And when he called me and he sounded so excited, I thought, well, maybe this is interesting. I didn't know anything about them, but if he likes it that much, sure, let's give it a try. That's what I thought. Was I already making pop records by then?
Oh yeah, no, you were well into your career, and one of the reasons why we didn't write a show is that we were so busy with you and your career.
So how long ago did this come to fruition?
Late 90s is when we had the idea, right. But we circled the airport, as he's fond of saying, for many years before we actually started. I got him a copy of the documentary. He called me up and he said, "Holy cow, yeah. What a story! How do we not know this story?" And I said, "This is why I think we have to tell it."
So tell me the story.
Okay, 6 guys between the wars in Germany. Incredible inflation followed by a worldwide depression. The country is starving, they're starving. And this guy gets together and finds 5 other guys and creates a new kind of entertainment. Think of the Manhattan Transfer meets the Marx Brothers. Very sophisticated harmonies and wildly funny. And they perform in alleys for pennies. They get discovered, and they have a meteoric rise to success. They perform with the biggest stars of the day: Marlene Dietrich, Josephine Baker, millions of records.
All around the world.
All around the world.
Yeah.
In Milan, Moscow, Copenhagen, New York, everywhere. They perform everywhere. They make 13 movies. What I just described to you is our first act. At the end of the first act, Hitler rises to power. Some of them are Jews, some of them are Gentiles. What happens to them is our second act.
Wow.
Everything they did was destroyed. That's why we don't know them.
It was against the law to play their records or to sell them. So people hid them under their mattresses, and then when everything ended, CDs were made from these 78s, and that's the only record we have of what they sound like.
And they're still hugely popular in Germany. I was touring Germany, and I went to a Tower Records store, and there was a wall the size of this window of their records. I mean, I had no idea that they're still very popular in Germany. As a matter of fact, when Bruce went there, you know, Beatlemania, how they do these shows,
imitator groups, yeah.
They have that all over Germany. You saw one.
One of the people that was helping us with the research when I was in Berlin working on it said, "Do you want to see the comedian harmonist tonight?" I said, "What?" He said, "There's an imitator group performing in Berlin. Would you like to go?" I said, "Yeah." So he took me to this tiny little club down a spiral staircase into a basement, and 6 young guys came out in white tie and tails and performed the repertoire of the comedian harmonist in German. It was a riot, and it was beautiful. The musicianship was extraordinary. So I was able to see what they were. Because the films were all destroyed. So it was a great experience.
So Harmony, did you write all the music? Did you write the words? Like, you did everything.
Everything.
Yeah, the arrangements.
Is there going to be a song that we will come out humming?
We hope.
Maybe a couple.
All right, so give me a little.
You gotta go see it.
Is it going to make me laugh, cry, everything?
Yes. All the above.
Yes.
What is the collaborative process like with the 2 of you?
It's kind of fun. I mean, you know, people ask, you know, how do you write a song? What comes first? Right? And I always say the idea.
There was no score, it was just the play. And when it got to where I thought a song might be, I wrote a paragraph of just, the character says this and says that. No lyrics or anything, maybe a title idea, something. And I sent this to Barry, seeing if he could just make sense of it or responded positively to it. And he sent me back 17 melodies.
I think he liked it.
Well, they were jumping out at me. You know, it was so obvious where Bruce was. It was so clear where they belonged, and it was a great experience writing it. And you know, we were writing it for a long time because you know, like Bruce says, once you start writing a Broadway musical, you better love it, because you're going to be doing it for years. You can't just do it like you do a pop song in a couple of weeks or months. This is going to last for a long time, and it has, but it hasn't gotten tired for me.
So the staging of Harmony here at the Museum of Jewish Heritage, the significance of all this.
Well, Warren Carlyle is our director, and we have never had a harmony like this one. This is going to be, he's serving it up. Yeah. It's really spectacular, and this building is about remembering. Is there a more perfect place to present this show in New York than right here? I don't think so.
And Barry, do you see it going to Broadway at some point? I mean, I'm sorry, did I jinx you on that one? I'm sorry about that.
I'm not even thinking about anything but today and opening here, and that's where my dreams end. I'm very happy that we're in New York, and we're getting to see our show here in New York, where we both began, and that's where it ends for me. Sure, it would be great. It would be great to go further than that, but I'm not thinking about that.
I would have thought, and don't get mad at me, that maybe your first musical would have been about Barry Manilow. I mean, everybody, right? You got the Tina Turner, you have the Michael Jackson, you have the Jersey Boys. No, why not Barry Manilow?
I haven't got drama, not enough drama to have a musical based on my life. My life hasn't got the drama that Tina Turner had. That was a dramatic life. I don't have that kind of life. It would never work.
Tell me, it's a limited run, isn't it?
March 23rd is first preview, and it ends the first or second week of May, yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll have a good time. I do. I say they'll have a good time and bring the Kleenex.
Thank you. We're coming. We're going to be there. Performances for Harmony begin today for 7 weeks, and I'm sure it's going to be quite an experience. And go tell Barry and Bruce that Rosanna sent you.